Because when I thought we were out, they pull us back in. Dallas still stinks. You're by the way, King Dingbat here, and I hope everybody's having a great Thursday. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you're hanging in there. I gotta tell you, I'm still reeling, man. I am still reeling about this James Harden to the Sixers trade. It was an awesome trade. I think the Sixers had to do it, and man, it's got me pumped up. And in honor of that trade going down today, we're going to talk a little bit about some Eagles trade rumors. We're going to talk one specifically, and that is about Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson trade rumors are not going to die down anytime soon. There's going to be multiple teams in on him. We're hearing teams like Washington, the Pittsburgh Steelers, probably the Saints, maybe the Buccaneers. There's going to be a ton of attention given to Russell Wilson. And why shouldn't there be? Why shouldn't there be? Russell Wilson, to me, is 33 years old. Yeah, that's a little older than you like, but I think he has 4 good years in him. And when I say 4 good years, I think if he's put around the right team, the right players, right offensive line, I think he has 4 really good years left in him, and when I say that, I mean, I think he can go out, win Super Bowls, compete for MVPs, throw 35 to 40 touchdowns a year. I think Russell Wilson still has that in him. If you saw the skill competition, I mean, you saw what he did. I mean, the guy can throw, he's accurate, and I expect Russell Wilson to have many more good years to come. So we're going to hear his name a lot, and he's going to be linked with the Eagles. Part of that is just because of the fact Howie Vision never, ever got over to the fact that he lost Russell Wilson, that he didn't get him. He was getting ready to draft him. Seahawks went a few picks before us. I think the Eagles had told him, like Andy Reid, I think they had told him, wait till the next round for Russell Wilson, and they wind up not getting him. I don't think Howie Roseman ever got over it, and I can't blame him. So it makes you wonder that if Russell Wilson becomes available, is Howie going to look at him and go, I can go get him now, I can finally fix my mistake? It's going to be very interesting. A lot of people will type in the comments, I'm sure, they're not getting Russell Wilson, there's no way it could happen, that trade's not going to happen. Stop talking about the trades. Why are you talking about trades? Why are you crapping on Jalen Hurts? First of all, I'm not crapping on Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts, I think the world of him. I think he has a chance to be a franchise quarterback. He needs time to develop. The thing is that you're talking about Russell Wilson. Okay, you're talking about Russell Wilson, one of the elite quarterbacks in this league. We're talking about Russell Wilson. We're not talking about Daniel Jones or some other average starting quarterback. We're talking about Russell Wilson. So to me, it's not a slight on Jalen Hurts at all. It's more of a compliment to Russell Wilson. The other thing you got to remember, the NFC East is wide open. Or not the NFC East, but the NFC in general is wide open. You have Brady retires. You have Aaron Rodgers, who possibly could end up in a place like Denver in the AFC. The AFC is going to be quarterback heavy when it comes to like the better quarterbacks and the stars. The NFC is wide open. So to acquire a guy like Russell Wilson for the Philadelphia Eagles, especially with that offensive line, guess what? You can contend in the NFC. You could win the NFC. I don't think it takes that much, really. So Howie Roseman could be looking at that too. Now, Albert Breer, I need a drink. But Albert Breer, NFL insider, he came out and they asked him about Russell Wilson. And here's what he said. He said, if I had to guess, I'd say he'd eventually get moved, traded, and I'd have to say the destination would have been the Saints a month ago. But now that Sean Payton is gone, let's put him in the NFC East. Let's put him with the Eagles. So he thinks that the Eagles are the most likely destination for Russell Wilson. That's crazy, right? See, that's kind of a shocker to me, to be honest with you. Like, I know that the Eagles may be in on Russell Wilson. I know they may inquire, but I wouldn't have had them the number one team or the number one most likely destination. That's what Albert Breer said. Albert Breer, I mean, there's a lot of things that he's been right about in the past. So, I think this is just his best guess, but it's possible. You never know. What are you doing, cat? I got these cats in here. They're crazy. Sorry. I'm starting to get a cough and stuff like that. But anyways, so it would be shocking to me if they were the number one destination. And if the Eagles pulled the trigger on a trade for Russell Wilson, I do have some mixed feelings about it, because I think Jalen Hurts should get a chance to develop. I think he earned that. However, I mean, Russell Wilson is Russell Wilson. And if you think he can play 3-4 more years, then why not take an opportunity and take a chance? Look at the Bengals. They won 4 games last year. 4 games during the Super Bowl. They're on the verge of possibly winning. So you can turn things around quickly. Russell Wilson goes to Philly. Okay, he's going to play, with an offensive line he hasn't had before. You'll probably get Kelsey to come back because he's playing with Russell Wilson. He knows he has a chance to win. And I don't think Russell Wilson's played with that kind of line. That may lengthen his career a couple of years. So, I totally could understand why the Eagles would do it. I understand why they wouldn't if they want to continue to develop Jalen Hurts. The one thing I don't get caught up in is when a GM like Howie Roseman comes out and says, hey, at the press conference, he's like, Jalen Hurts is our starter next year. He's our guy. That to me is something he has to say. He's supposed to say. So I don't get caught up in that. Or Russell Wilson, the Seahawks said they're not trading Russell Wilson. Or this guy has said that he wouldn't waive his no trade. I don't get caught up on that because that's just noise to me. Okay? Perfect example is, look at the James Harden trade yesterday. Or today, right? Look at the trade. 2 days ago, I did a Sixers video. I had multiple comments saying, why are you talking about James Harden? The Sixers are not going to trade for him. Why are you wasting your time talking about him? Why are you talking about this trade when it can never happen? Well, guess what? 2 days later, it happens. So, and that's happened quite a few times with the Eagles also, okay? It's happened multiple times where people tell you, don't talk about that because it's not going to happen. It's just a rumor, this, that, and then it happens. So you have to cover, and this goes for, I would say, all content creators out there. You got to cover what's out there because you never know when something's going to happen or not. I don't know if the Eagles are going to go out and get Russell Wilson. I don't. But Albert Breer, an NFL insider, is already thinking the Eagles are looking for a quarterback. We also had reports of Howie Roseman with Malik Willis at the Senior Bowl, following him around like a little puppy. He just, wherever Malik Willis went, that's where Howie Roseman was. So, do the Eagles want a quarterback? Do they trust Jalen Hurts? I don't know what they want. I don't know, and I have conflicting thoughts about it because part of me wants to give Jalen Hurts a chance. I don't think he did anything wrong, but at the same time, I look at a guy like Russell Wilson and go, only Russell Wilson. Only an elite quarterback do you do something like this or you consider it. I just think that the Eagles' offensive line is so good. Okay, it's so good that you get a guy, Russell Wilson, out there. He's going to have all day to throw. So it's going to be interesting, but it's a little bit shocking to me in a way that they would say the Eagles are the leading most likely team to get Russell Wilson. And then you look at Howie Roseman and say, Howie Roseman never got over Russell Wilson going to Seattle and not being able to draft him. So maybe he will. It is going to be a fascinating offseason. Remember, when you have 3 first-round picks, the whole reason the Eagles have 3 first-round picks is so that they have leverage to do something at a quarterback situation or quarterback position if they want to. I don't think any of these quarterbacks are worth taking in the first round, by the way. I don't. I like Willis a little bit, but I wouldn't take him in the first round. I'm struggling with the draft, I gotta tell you, because I've been doing a lot of these Philly Reacts videos, and there are guys that are just blowing me away. Pause. Damn, I look like Denzel Washington today. Damn. But there are some guys out there that I think are going to be really, really good. This Devin Lloyd, to me, I probably have him on my list as my number one target. Although I say the Eagles need a pass rusher, I am so impressed with him. I think he's just such a stud that you can't pass him up. The Eagles better go focus in free agency on a defensive end and make sure they have that covered before the draft. But if you're picking 15, 16 and Lloyd's there, you take him, then you come back and you take a pass rusher. Okay, the one position I said I wouldn't take, that I don't want any part of, was wide receiver in the first round until until I went out and I did a Philly reaction. It's going to be for my channel members. It'll be out next day or so. I did a reaction to Treylon Burks, the wide receiver from Arkansas. Okay, the kid is 6'3", 235 pounds. Or 225 pounds, I'm sorry. But he runs like the wind. He runs like a 4.3, 4.4. He's fast. He's big. He's physical. And I'm going, this kid's going to be a player. This kid is a player. This kid is going to be a problem for somebody. I still think I would go out and get a veteran wide receiver. But this kid, Treylon Burks, if you guys haven't, take a look at him, man. You're going to see my reaction of him. He blew me away because he's big and he's fast and everything everybody wants out of an outside wide receiver, whether you want side, physicality, going up to the high point, or you just want speed, he's got it. He's got it. And I really have to wonder if he's available. And let's say guys like Lindenbaum are gone and you've got yourself a linebacker, you got yourself another defensive end. You might have to pull the trigger on this kid. Now, I haven't watched the other wide receivers yet, but there's something about this kid I really, really, really like. You guys are going to have to check it out. Like I said, it's going to be a fascinating offseason. And by the way, I have my Bengals-Rams Super Bowl preview video out tomorrow. I will be streaming that game, so come hang out with me and check the link in the description, GameDay.com, and go out there and... People are calling me about sorry. They always call when I film. So, sorry about that. But they always call me while I'm filming. Everybody wants to talk about the Harden trade, so I'm getting tons of phone calls. But anyways, what the hell was I saying? Oh, GameDay.com. Link in the description. Go enter the sweepstakes. Try to win yourself a big screen TV. And if you do, I may come over and watch football with you. You know what I'm saying? It'll be fun. Yeah, the Russell Wilson thing, it's not going to go away. We're going to be talking about this until a decision is made. And just the fact that Howie or anybody says anything, it's usually what they have to say. So, my opinion is I'm back and forth day to day when it comes to what to do at the quarterback position. Russell Wilson... Yeah, I could see trading for him. I wouldn't trade for Derek Carr. I wouldn't trade for Garoppolo. I wouldn't trade for these other guys. I'd let Hurts play. But an elite quarterback like that, I don't know, man. I think you kind of have to take a chance. Anyways, those are my thoughts. Let me know yours. With that said, take care. Talk to you later, of course. Don't be a dingbat. So I wanted to say this, I've been meaning to say this, but really haven't had a chance. I have some new designs coming out. It's going to be a new shirt. I do a yearly double Moonwalker shirt, and every year it's going to be a different design. And I have a few other things, but I haven't had a chance to put it out there yet because I'm having some issues with Teespring and things like that. However, I wanted to shout out House Cat. He's the guy that's been doing all my designs that you see. It's him. He does it all. And if any of you guys need any work out there, anything designed, any drawings or anything, he does a fantastic job. I think Bird Gang 31, shout out to him. He got some work done. But he does a great job. And I just wanted to give him a huge shout out and thanks because he does all that work. He never asked me for anything, and I just appreciate it. So I'm going to put his Twitter link in the description. If you guys have any designs or anything for anything that you want done, I suggest go see this man, okay? That's what I would say. With that said, Denzel Washington, out.